Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. And today's a shorter meditation practice, so the position isn't as important. You just want to find something relatively comfortable and sturdy, like sitting in a chair or lying down, or even sitting in a formal meditation posture on the floor. Just find something relatively comfortable where you're not feeling like you need to shift around, and something sturdy where you're giving yourself the notion that you're not about to get up and go do something else, that you're here to stay. So just find what works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. But of course, if you've learned to practice with your eyes closed, you feel more comfortable doing that, go ahead and do so. There are no hindrances here. But if your eyes are open, leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you, kind of glancing at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring or analyzing at a particular spot on the floor, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze directed softly and clearly downwards. You're in a nice, comfortable, and sturdy position, and your eyes are either closed or open, gaze softly yet clearly directed downwards. You are here, and that's all. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do, and no one to become. The end of your search is here and now. If you can't find what you're looking for here, then you will be searching your entire life, never gaining, never being satisfied. And what is it about this moment that is wrong? What exactly do you think needs to change in order for you to be happy? Pay attention to this moment here. Notice the sounds around you. The sensations of the body. Various thoughts and feelings. Sight and color and form. Smell and taste. Right here. In the world of now, what needs to change? Another way of asking this question, which isn't a question to be answered in the usual way, but rather a pointer to something here, a pointer to an experience. And another way of asking this question is, as Locke Kelly does it, what is here when there are no problems to be solved? Again, what is here when there are no problems to be solved? There's nowhere to go, nothing to do, and no one to become. What's left? This to-do list, this past baggage, it doesn't exist here and now because it exists as thoughts. All your problems, all the worries, all the what ifs are problems of thinking and are not a reality, which is this moment. And if you don't believe me, find your problems here and now. Is it possible to find your problems without thinking, without going to your head? Everything is accomplished. Everything is finished here and now. So your task is simple. Leave thinking alone. Be completely here and totally rest. All right, you can look at the screen. It's so, it's crazy. As somebody recently said to me, is it that simple? And you know who you are if you said it. It is that simple. And I think that's why people find it so difficult to practice meditation because it's just so utterly simple. Now, simple doesn't mean easy. That's a common confusion. Just because something's simple doesn't mean it's easy. Climbing a mountain is simple. You just go up. Maybe it's more complicated than that. But if you had a path up a mountain with no gear, you just walk up it. That's simple. But it'd be really, really hard. So a lot of people bounce off this entire project entirely because they think they can't stop thinking. And there's no way that if I just notice what I smell and see and feel and taste and touch, if I just notice this moment as it is, I don't have problems here. That's silly. Of course I got problems. I got plumbing issues I need to fix. I got HVAC issues I need to fix. I got relationship issues I need to fix. I got job problems I need to fix. What the hell are you talking about? And little do they know that all of that, relationship, HVAC system, drainage problems, whatever, exist as thoughts. It's not here. Now, it doesn't mean to not solve problems, but it does mean that this present moment, which is free from problems, is always available. In fact, it's really more real than problems. All of our what ifs. What if this happens? Utterly useless concept. Unless you're actually meaning it in a way that can actually determine that you can make a good outcome of something. Like, okay, what if this happens? Let's make sure that this doesn't happen. But if you're always worrying, what if I get cancer? What if I something happens? Useless. But that problem exists as thinking. And when you just notice this moment again and you live from this moment, you live from here. You use thinking as a tool rather than the tool using you. This is why practice is utterly important. And this is why I think that practice is probably the only thing worth doing, really. Not the only thing, but the most important thing worth doing. Because there's nothing more important than well being in our minds. Everything we do is for that ultimate telos, that end. We just want to be happy. We want to be well. We go to work, we can make money, we have families, we do everything in life in order to, for at the end, eventually we'll be well. But it's available here. Which is why people say that's too simple. No way that's true. But it is true. And it requires a bit of practice. Our habituation to go into thinking and go upstairs into the thought factory is so strong that we think it's reality. And it's not. It's like confusing the map of Florida with the territory of Florida. Walking on the beach with the sand between your toes is different than looking at a map of the beach, right? But most of us live in the world of the map by thinking incessantly. And this is why we are less happy than we could be, less well than we could be. In fact, this is why we suffer. We think words are reality. So, just practice. Whatever you do, just practice. And if you don't understand it now, once you do practice, you'll start to be like, how the hell did I live without practicing? It'd be this crazy flip all of a sudden. Like, I can't even believe I existed completely attached to thinking all the time. That's just insanity. But you must practice. Just practice. And of course, I'll be here for you every day. If you're new here, I post a video like this every day. So if you want to join a meditation thing, you want to learn about meditation, but you don't want to get involved in the spiritual stuff or any of the woo-woo, join the Attentive Mind. I'm here for you. Very practical, very realistic, no beliefs, just practice. And that being said, I do answer all questions. I have a Q&A coming out very soon. So if you have any questions, I'll answer those in a Q&A. Just comment below and I'll answer your question. And again, thank you for showing up today. Thank you for showing up and giving your attention to this practice. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.